Hey everybody, it's Josh here once again. Today I have the Gears of War 2 review. This is only for the single player campaign. I haven't had a chance to play any of the multiplayer yet. I'm not sure if I'll be doing a review of that. Um, because basically the gameplay is the same, just in killing other opponents. Um, well, let me start with the review. Actually, let me start out with a bit of a benchmark. Uh, Most of you have probably played the first Gears of War. If you haven't, rent it, play it. It's not a long game, and neither is this one. But they both felt around the right length. They ended before it got tedious, and that's how this one is. It's Gears of War 2, great game. Great game. I really enjoyed it. Um, this time around, there's much more of a story present. They had a professional writer this time around, and it shows. Uh, like the whole Dom and Maria thing really pushes the story and it adds a human element to it, which is nice. It gives your character more purpose to what you're fighting for. Um, it's a lot better written this time around too. The dialogue, it's not 100% cheese like the first Gears of War was, but there's still a little bit of it, like with Cole, the Cole train. Um, and he's pretty comical, and it just it adds to the story. The graphics are better, uh, and especially like dealing with water and organic substances, because they upgraded the Unreal Engine. There's some uh, texture popping in and out, and that's pretty common with the Unreal Engine. That's one of its downfalls, but it's not as like it's not nearly as bad as you may think. It kind of blends in. It's not like it all of a sudden looks bland and then boom. It adds to it when it does happen. It's a very 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 minimal issue. When it occurs, you're getting your head shot off and stuff, so it doesn't really matter. You don't really even notice it. The chainsaw duels are fun. Uh, didn't really have any happen until the last third of the game. Um, the new weapons, the flamethrower, great fun. Surprisingly effective, really fun to shoot around corners, like blind firing. Um, there's one gun, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where the faster you pull the trigger, the more round shoots out. Really fun gun to use. And what are some other things? Well, here, I'm going to have some spoilers right here, so I'm going to put a little barrier at the bottom. When that goes away, when you fast forward it, cut it off. Um, or if you don't care, then just keep on watching through. Uh, there's a scene with the riftworm, thing that's causing the cities to sink. You get eaten by it, basically, and you have to kill it from the inside, and you saw yourself way out. And when you saw your way out of it, just pools of blood are you're just covered. You coming out of the thing, just drenched in blood, and it looks pretty damn realistic. It's about the most realistic I've seen. Like a character covered in liquid before. Just the way that it beads off, and the way that the blood soaked into Marcus Phoenix's headband, the way that when blood gets soaked into a fabric, it really emphasizes because the fabric kind of expands, kind of like a sponge or something. It becomes a lot more detailed, and so that's the end of the spoilers for that. Um, as for the gameplay, really fun. They added to the cover system a little bit by being able to interrupt in between things, so that way it's not such a locked motion. So when you die, you can't really blame it. All the game, I couldn't stop. The guy came from behind me when I was doing that motion. That's not going to happen this time around. Um, the controls are very very fluid. One problem that I did have with it, and it's not so much a problem as it is, like, they really eased up the difficulty. Like the first one, normal, it was a challenge. It was a real challenge. Well, this one, you'll die a few times, but you know, there's really nothing that's gonna frustrate the hell out of you, like the first gears. Um, and I don't know if they did that for the casual players or what. And it's not so much an issue because there are harder difficulty levels. It's just kind of a wondering. I mean, if you were thinking about picking up the game, pick it up. Or actually, I'd say more of a rent, simply because of the length of the game. But it's a very, very satisfying experience. I do recommend, though, waiting, like watching the whole credits, because they have something, if you've ever played any of the Metal Gear Solid games, they usually have just a sound bit. There's something like that in this one, and it really makes you look forward to a sequel. Um, and there's so many. The destroyed beauty concept is, the game is beautiful. I know I'm just rambling on, but it is. There's a lot of different environments, and it's not just urban. A lot of it is underground. Um, there's parts with the forest and stuff. The boss fights, the ones that they're really freaking fun. Um, and yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I'm not gonna put a number on it. Uh, if you are thinking about buying it, I'd say give it a rent. You know, if you can't, or even just buy it, because the multiplayer will be fun. You know, it's a great game. I wasn't really excited for this one at all. I didn't have very many expectations for it, so you know, I can't say did it meet the hype, because I think that the hype for the game died several months ago, right after they announced it, um, which is seeming to be more common thing these times around, like Fable 2. I was hyped as hell for that game when I saw some videos last year. This year, I'm like, Fable 2? Didn't even rent it yet. Been too busy with Far Cry 2, Fallout 3, and Dead Space, and Gears of War 2. So, yeah, that's basically all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Rate the video, subscribe, and comment if you want. Send me any questions that you may have, any video requests, and I'll try and do them or answer your questions for you the best I can. Once again, thanks for watching.